You got a number and then the real number?
490. 490, 4.5% unemployment would be my number.
All right, and what is the number?
And the numbers are going to be coming out here momentarily. I see the unemployment rate stuck, I'm seeing it come out in different pieces. 531,000. There we go. 531,000 on non-farm payrolls. Private payrolls, 604,000. Wow, that's a biggie. Change in manufacturing, double expectations, up 60,000. And if we look at the unemployment rate, I still don't see it showing up, but I see average hourly earnings month over month up 0.4%. As expected, lower than 0.6 in the rearview mirror. If we look at average hourly earnings year over year, okay, 4.6 on the unemployment rate. I see 4.9 year over year average hourly earnings. Put an asterisk there. That's one of the biggies. If we look at average hours worked, 34.7. That's actually a tenth light. And finally, the most important number, in my opinion, 61.6 on labor force participation. I'm sure everybody at the desk remembers it was 62.6 pre-COVID. You have to go back almost 50 years to find the 61.6 in the mid-70s, and that translates into about 4 million workers missing. I'm not sure exactly where they are. And the underemployment rate, 8.3%. That drops 0.2 versus the rearview mirror, 8.5%. And as we look at the markets, we see that the pre-opening equities seem to have liked this number as the Dow starts to gain some points. Well, let's throw it back to you, Joe, and the panel.
Thanks, Rick. Stay with us. And Steve, since you didn't talk earlier, I know that you had your own ideas about what to expect here. What jumped out right from at the start from the actual numbers?
You know, I want to focus on the private sector, which is what really matters here. You still had this 73,000 job loss in the government sector. You're still losing jobs in state government education and local government education to 64,000, 65,000. So you have this 600,000 on the private sector. That's really what we want to focus on. Leisure and hospitality came back strong, 164. Looking at some of the other areas, Rick pointed out manufacturing doing well, professional business services. It looks like it's pretty broad-based job growth, Joe, which is the other thing that we're looking for. I was just wanted to see what happened to the participation rate. I didn't know if Rick, and it ticked down. Hold on.
Yeah, he was talking about that. He made a big point about that. Said it's been 50. Yeah, Rick talked about that. You were studying. Obviously, we said go back all the way to the 70s. 4 million workers. We don't know where they are. So Rick was agnostic about the cause. Neela, you thought it'd be good. Does this meet your expectations?
Yes, because what we saw earlier this week with ADP is that we saw broad-based gains in both manufacturing, construction, leisure, and hospitality rebounded after the Delta variant suppressed gains in that sector. So there is a huge amount of demand. The biggest challenge we see is the disconnect between large firms and small firms. Large firms really led the gains in the ADP report. I suspect it's the same here. Small firms are struggling to hire in this environment because of wages, because of the challenge and competition out there for hiring. I will note, though, that the government hiring matters for the private sector because it's in education. And remember, we need teachers and childcare workers to get women's labor force participation back to where it needs to be. So these things are totally related. It's a big bottleneck to hiring.